Alrighty. Hello, my name is Anthony Chai, and sitting here with me is my brother Matthew Chai. We're both pretty inebriated, pretty
It's
drunk.
like, dude, let's keep it like we're watching a horror movie film.
Oh, we do. But you see,
And it's like, let's put on a horror movie film.
yeah.
It's kind of like,
Wait. We got to do things the right filmmaker. Oh,
it's like that's
Okay.
how you watch a horror movie film, because as a being like, I'm complete like you're fucking puppet.
me, the Republican.
It's like you gotta say it is you the fucking drunken. It's like
Ruby killed me with the dagger. I'm pretty sure I'm dead.
Okay.
But like, let's review this film.
So what episode are we watching now,
We're
Matthew?
watching season 3.
Season 3, episode.
We're watching episode. It's like, what do you gotta say?
I don't know where honestly you left off in the show. I do remember the palm thing.
It's like retake. It's like, yeah, I don't have too much actual humor retakes.
Yeah,
It's like,
but
can you pause this?
I could, but no, this is what we expect. I mean, this is that's why I was trying to explain to you why you come prepared to these things.
Oh, well, I mean, it's like being.
No, don't stop it. Don't stop it.
I was just gonna pause it.
Don't pause it. No. Are we still running? Yes, we are. And that's the whole point of it.
So this is just like an actual let's go ahead.
Just go ahead and resume, and I could probably piece it together. I think we're near the end of season 3 because this is when Ash met her. When Ash is kind of past, and he met his daughter, and he took her to prom night.
A lot of my commentaries come from what is the Dead Horror Show, and you ever seen the Dead Horror Show?
No, I have not.
And it's like the Dead Horror Show is like watching a lot of movies that are on. It's like, I'm guessing.
Sci-fi.
Sci-fi.
Yeah. Didn't they have a horror channel? I mean, it's been a while since I had cable subscription, so I don't have access to all these channels anymore. But I thought there was one that was all kind of devoted or dedicated to horror.
I'm dead to horror. I watch everything on Netflix. Watching a lot of Netflix horror, it's like that's all I watch is Netflix horror. The actual Netflix horror is like, that's where a lot of my actual horror interest comes from.
Yeah.
My favorite was, I gotta say, was a lot of IFCs, especially Beyond the Gates. Like Beyond the Gates.
Oh yeah, I've seen that and I like that a lot. Yeah.
Like Beyond the Gates, like the horror movie, made me feel kind of like connected with a lot of actual, reality between what is the basis of the horror upon the gates actually created the interest of interdimensional travel. And it's like watching a lot of Stanley Kubrick. And it's like, I understand you stated a lot of Stanley Kubrick.
Mm-hmm.
Is a lot of films that it's like, let me get a drink here.
Yeah, there you go, right here.
And let me go ahead and let you speak about it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think any filmmaker who starts out has probably had, some influence by Stanley Kubrick, and I mean, a lot of people kind of go up and about debating whether if he was very faithful to the source material, and he kind of had his own kind of ideas and interpretations on a lot of the films that he made, and I guess that's just how it kind of is. It's like you read a comic, you watch a movie, you read a book, and it might have a certain message, but many times readers or watchers of movies, they walk out and they have their own interpretations of what they saw or what they read, you know, and then sometimes you know that's where you get all those you know ideas, you know.
And it's like, I mean, Stephen King, especially like watching Stranger Things. I do take a lot of interdimensional travels for an interest. And it's like watching a lot of sci-fi. I think to myself, what is something out there that I can actually understand as an actual interdimensional traveler? And that's more being an extra dimensional thinker and being understanding. Stephen King makes me really think outside of the box. It's like, does Stephen King make you think outside of your actual intelligences to the point where you wonder what is the actual representation of what Stephen King is talking about?
Yeah, I guess that's something quite to ponder about. Well, I remember a long time ago I used to read short stories from Stephen King, and I remember a foreword he wrote. I can't remember what collection it was, but I remember vaguely something about him, like, you know, it's like when it comes to, you know, like the ideas and all this stuff in his mind, it's like cleaning the rain gutters of his house. It's like you get so much gunk in there. And then
It's like, what movie reference was that?
it ain't a movie reference, it's a literary reference, you know. To him,
Oh,
writing
a
stories
movie.
is like, you know, it's just like cleaning out the rain gutters of his house, and so much gunk gets stuck in there, leaves and all kinds of shit that gets stuck in there, and he has to go up there and clean it, you know, to clean the, you know, so, you know, when it rains, you know, you can clear all the rain, and it's like, you know, it just like something that just builds up and just builds up and builds up, and, you know, you just kind of have to, you know, unclog it and just have it, you know, you just have to just get it all over the place, expose it to the world. It may not be what the world wants to see or hear, but it's gonna see it or hear it one way or the other. It just all this crap in his brain that he just has to get out there.
I mean, that sounds very interpersonal and very deep.
Yeah.
It's like, that sounds like 1408, or at least in the beginning of 1408, when he was trying to tell his neighbor that he needed to actually cut down that tree in 1408. It's like, is that where your actual direction of things were going?
I have to admit, I never read 1408, the book. I seen the movie. I love the movie. What, tree cutting? I'm thinking in The Mist right here when that guy was trying to cut the tree and it hit his classic car. Are you thinking of The Mist?
The Mist, that is correct. Actually, in the movie, it actually collapsed onto their boathouse.
Yeah, because I remember he was trying to get the guy, the character, he was out there, he had the chainsaw, and he got so upset what happened to his classic car, and he was trying to, you know,
And is
desperately,
that-
yeah, he was trying
is
to
that in the book?
On all honesty, I don't know. I actually do have the novel somewhere. I read bits and pieces, and it's been so long. So I'm gonna have to be honest. I have, you know, very little recollection of it. It's been so long. So, you know, I wouldn't be any help or, you know, any be good reliable source.
It's like, don't actually be distracted by the camera.
No, but you know, when you're addressing an entire audience out there, you have to, you know, be a little self-conscious. Is that,
But
you know?
there's a test run, so it's like no one's watching.
I know, but you have to be a little self-conscious because, you know, if you're doing even
I
a
mean,
test.
I'm self-conscious.
Because I'm saying that what you say here could be seen by millions of people, and when you do that, that's why you have to be a little responsible with your words and why you have to think about it.
Oh, well,
Because
I mean,
people-
like, you can edit this. And so, like, I can just say it is, it's like, I can edit this. So,
I
like,
can edit this.
And so, like,
But people don't go to YouTube to hear a censored, edited, corporate-friendly, family-friendly, sponsored version. of
But you
something.
can edit this because if I'm just like,
I know, but people go to YouTube because they want honest.
it's like, dude,
They want honest
it's like you
opinions.
can edit this, dude.
I
It's
can't.
like take it outside of like, it's like you can edit that.
Yeah, I can. But you see, this is. But part of this is somewhat of an experiment, and this is like also understanding our own behaviors as personalities and being seen and seeing
And
ourselves.
so like, don't fucking act outside natural. It's just kind of like, it's just like, dude, it's
By
like
all
you.
means, go for it.
You cannot fucking like take it outside. It's just like, it's kind of like, dude, fucking.
Although I understand this, I understand this. You're feeling I'm being too. You're feeling I'm being a little too polite
Yeah, it's
and
like,
too composed and being scripted.
yeah, and it's like that's my fear. It's like, bitch. It's like just trying to scream at this camera, a bitch. It's kind of like that's how you fucking learn how to be and actually comfortable around the camera, because everyone's always afraid about being in front of the camera.
I'm not afraid of being a camera. And just,
I am. I'm afraid of being in front of a camera. I'm afraid of